Incubation, Galgotias College of
This
Engineering.
meeting is being recorded.
GSET Greater Noida. Honorable Chairman Sir, Galgotias Educational Institution. Honorable Vice Chairman Sir, Galgotias Educational Institution. Respected Director Sir, Galgotias College of Engineering and Technology. All Head of Departments, President IIC and Dean Innovation and Incubation of GCELI2, Dr. Shyam Pratap Singh Sir, Vice President IIC, Deputy Clean and Convener, Innovation and Incubation of GCELI2, Dr. Rajneesh Kumar Singh Sir, all faculty members of Galgotias Center for Experiential Learning, Innovation and Incubation, GCELI2, all student member of Galgotias Center for Experiential Learning, Innovation and Incubation. So, I would like to introduce our guest speaker, Mr. Pawan Kumar Nagvanshi, currently working as system engineer in Infosys. He have an overall 1.5 years of corporate experience as full stack developer in .NET technology and Angular. His hobbies are solving real life problems using my electronics and software development knowledge. As an innovator, he is having 2 impactful patents in his account. In addition, many more research contributions in the field of electronic and communication engineering. In his first patent, he was presented medical emergency device for assistance and to alert caretakers. This is a mini remote type device which is going to help in developing better communication between patient and nurse caretaker. Also, it would increase nurse work servicing efficiency. This device can also be used for old aged people who mainly suffer from chronic disease and require bed rest to communicate with caretaker and servant. And in his second patent, he has presented blackboard duster with rotatable cotton plate and internal cleaning system. Accordingly, following invention provides a blackboard chalk duster with rotatable cotton plate and internal cleaning system. The proposed duster is to be designed in 2 variants, one with manually operated cotton plate brushing system and other with motorized cotton plate brushing system, which contains an extra part that is motor, battery and switch. So now I would like to request to Pawan sir to share his motivational story as a successful innovator. Sir, please.
I hope I'm audible now.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yeah, Nishika Jan, thank you so much for giving a brief introduction about me. You made my work easy. Let me now share my PPT. Uh, who is host? Can you please enable my screen share?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, I'm able to share now. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, let me begin with my PPT. Nishika has already introduced about my patents. So these were the two devices. These were the two devices which I invented during my BTech years. This was invented in the second year, this blackboard tester idea, and this medical emergency device was invented for the fourth year as my final year project. I will discuss about, I will mainly focus on this duster one, as it is simple and you can actually get to know how to proceed for innovation. Okay. Like the session is on my story, so I will mainly like my story. अगर मैं अपनी story की बात करूँ तो मेरा story मेरा life cycle was like similar to any BTech student, but one thing was different. That was I was having an engineering mindset. Okay, so before beginning to innovate, you should have a engineering mindset. So first of all, I will discuss about that mindset. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आपको जब भी कोई इनोवेशन की तरफ बढ़ना है तो आपको सबसे पहले कुछ चीजें ध्यान देनी है. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, एज अ इंजीनियर व्हाट शुड बी योर वर्क. आपका मेन फोकस, आपका मोटो क्या होना चाहिए? टू क्रिएट सोल्यूशन टू स्पेसिफिक रियल वर्ल्ड प्रॉब्लम्स. इसको आपको सिर्फ एक डिग्री की तरह नहीं देखना कि मेरे को सिर्फ इंजीनियरिंग डिग्री के लिए करनी है. आपका कुछ धर्म होना चाहिए और ये आपका मेन फोकस. द फर्स्ट पॉइंट इज द मेन फोकस. योर मोटो शुड बी दिस. सेकंड एंड थर्ड पॉइंट विच आई वुड से, इसने मेरी बहुत मदद की है इन दोनों पॉइंट्स ने टू एक्चुअली इनोवेट. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, जब भी आप कोई चीज देखें, थिंकिंग इन सिस्टम्स मींस दैट यू कैन डीकंस्ट्रक्ट. आप लाइफ में कोई भी चीज देखें, हर एक चीज को एक सिस्टम की तरह ले, ना कि एक ऑब्जेक्ट. ओके. अगर आप एक क्लासरूम में भी जा रहे हैं तो क्लासरूम को एज अ सिस्टम ले, उसमें डिफरेंट सेट ऑफ मॉड्यूल्स होते हैं. मॉड्यूल्स इन द सेंस, हाँ, चाहे वो स्विच बोर्ड हो, चाहे फैन हो, चाहे वो लेक्चर बोर्ड हो, टेबल हो, चाहे वो एक ब्लैक बोर्ड हो, चाहे वो डस्टर हो. हर एक चीज एक सिस्टम का पार्ट है. आपको एज अ ऑब्जेक्ट नहीं देखना, आपको हर एक सिस्टम एनालाइज करना है, उसको बिल्डिंग जो ब्लॉक्स हैं उसके, वो एनालाइज करनी है आपको. इसके बारे में मैं डिस्कस करूंगा आगे. यू विल गेट मोर क्लैरिटी ऑन दिस लेटर. द फोकस इज ऑन आइडेंटिफाइंग द स्ट्रॉन्ग एंड वीक लिंक्स, हाउ द मॉड्यूल वर्क्स. मॉड्यूल्स का मतलब ये है, जब आप कोई बड़े सिस्टम को डीकंस्ट्रक्ट करते हैं, कोई बड़ा सिस्टम जो होता है, कोई भी इनोवेशन जो होता है, वो एक प्लेन मॉडल नहीं होता. उसमें कई सारे मॉड्यूल्स का कॉम्बिनेशन होता है टू ब्रिंग अप दैट. किसी का वो क्रिएटिविटी का नतीजा होता है एक इनोवेशन. सो आप जब कोई भी चीज को सबसे पहले डीकंस्ट्रक्ट करेंगे, कोई चीज को, कोई भी एक बड़ा मॉडल है उसको ब्रेक कर रहे हैं, तो आप उसमें मॉड्यूल्स पाएंगे बहुत सारे. आपको बस जानना है कि मॉड्यूल वर्क कैसे करता है, उसको वर्किंग क्या है, हाँ, उसमें क्या वीक लिंक्स है, उसमें क्या वीक पॉइंट्स है, आप उसको कैसे इंप्रूव कर सकते हैं. ये सब आपका मेन फोकस होना चाहिए. जब भी आप कोई भी एक इंजीनियरिंग माइंडसेट होना चाहिए जब भी आप कोई चीज देखें. डोंट जस्ट लुक थिंग्स एज ऑब्जेक्ट. थिंक इज a system and try to analyze the system and try to find out how can you improve or what are the different modules and how those modules are working. I will tell you later why I'm saying this, why this information is necessary for you to know how the module works. The fourth point, a major feature of engineering challenge is that they can be solved in multiple ways. आपको हमेशा कोई चीज दिमाग में रखनी है. कोई भी चीज आज जो एग्जिस्ट करती है, वो एक फाइनल प्रोडक्ट नहीं है. आप उसको हमेशा, देयर इज ऑलवेज अ स्पेस फॉर इम्प्रूवमेंट. एवरी वट एवर यू सी इन डेली लाइफ, हाँ, हर चीज में कुछ ना कुछ कमियां होती हैं. आपको वो रियलाइज करनी है, फाइंड आउट करना है, एंड यू हैव टू ब्रिंग अप मच बेटर वर्जन ऑफ इट. इंजीनियरिंग इज रियली अ सॉलिटरी पर्सन. टीम्स ऑफ इंजीनियर वर्क टुगेदर. इसका मतलब ये है कि अगर आप सोच रहे हो कि आप अकेले ग्रो कर जाओगे, आपने इनोवेशन कर दिया, आप अकेले हर चीज कर सकते हो, तो ये चीज नहीं है. आप 100 मीटर की रेस में तो जीत जाओगे, बट जो 400 मीटर की रेस आएगी ना लाइफ में, तब आपको कहीं ना कहीं टीम की रिक्वायरमेंट होगी. आप अकेले जीत नहीं पाओगे, आपको स्लो डाउन होना पड़ जाएगा. तो इट्स बेटर दैट यू हैव अ टीम. एक टीम होने से आप बहुत लंबा जा सकते हो. और अगर आप कुछ इनोवेशन करते हो तो यू कैन एक्चुअली ब्रिंग इट एज अ प्रोडक्ट, और एक अच्छा खासा बिजनेस खड़ा कर सकते हो अगर इफ यू बिल्ड अ स्ट्रॉन्ग टीम. डाइवर्सिटी ऑफ ओपिनियंस एंड स्किल्स. डाइवर्सिटी, आपकी टीम में डाइवर्सिटी होनी चाहिए. ऐसा नहीं कि सभी जो टीम में हो वो सिर्फ सेम ही इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स इंजीनियर हो. डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ इंजीनियर्स, बिकॉज जब डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ इंजीनियर्स मिलते हैं तो दे हैव डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ ओपिनियंस, डिफरेंट अपने स्किल्स शेयर करते हैं, and they can actually bring up a much better product जो डिफरेंट सिचुएशंस में, डिफरेंट कंडीशंस में फेवरेबल रहेगा और टिकाऊ रहेगा. सो जब भी मैं आगे बढ़ूं तो आपको हमेशा अपने लाइफ में एक इंजीनियरिंग माइंडसेट से सोचना है. हर ये दो पॉइंट्स, द सेकंड थर्ड पॉइंट, दीज आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स which actually I think is part of my life. Coming to the next page, uh, now I will discuss the second point which I told. Deconstruct the system into modules, subsystem, and explore its working. Let's see why this is important. Yeah, let's see why. Okay, Digger enter the waiting room. Okay, why this is important? Let's take the example of car. आप कभी भी कार में ट्रेवल करते हैं तो क्या आप देखते हैं कि उसके सिस्टम कैसे वर्क कर रही है? आपका मेन फोकस ये नहीं होना चाहिए एक ऑब्जेक्ट है टू टेक यू टू योर डेस्टिनेशन. इट्स नॉट जस्ट दैट. उसकी वर्किंग कैसे होती है. एक इंजीनियरिंग जो देखता है किसी चीज को, तो उसकी हर एक चीज को डिसोशिएट करने की कैपेबिलिटी होनी चाहिए उसमें, कि वो हर एक चीज को अलग नजरिए से देख सके. स्टीयरिंग व्हील कैसे काम कर रहा है, उसमें जो भी चीज इलेक्ट्रॉनिक सिस्टम्स है, उसमें सॉफ्टवेयर क्या क्या यूज हो रहे हैं, ऑप्टिकल सिस्टम, मैकेनिकल सिस्टम, उसमें क्या क्या चीजें किस तरह से काम कर रही हैं. हर एक मॉड्यूल डिसोशिएट करके आपको एनालाइज करना आना चाहिए. कि कैसे काम कर, अगर आप नहीं कर सकते तो आप एक्सप्लोर करिए कैसे काम करता है थ्रू इंटरनेट you have lot of resources. I will tell you how it helps actually, how these modules, when you dissociate these modules and you learn about them, it's working, then how can you actually innovate, how can you proceed through towards innovation. Like for example, let's take the example of car. If you check, also always be focused that you are diverse. Okay, if you are an electronic engineer, don't just think that you have to only focus on electronics. You need to be diverse in nature. You should be capable of idea about software, optical things, mechanical systems. Like let's take the example of electronic system. It has batteries. Just don't imagine that it has batteries. बैटरी से काम क्या होता है, उसमें क्यों चाहिए, उसको रिचार्ज करने का क्या सिस्टम है, वो कैसे रिचार्ज होता है, तो ये सब चीजें आपको मालूम होनी चाहिए. माइक्रो कंट्रोलर्स अगर यूज हो रहे हैं, कहाँ यूज हो रहे हैं, हाँ, किस तरह से कुछ इंडिकेटर लाइक किस तरह से ब्लिंक करे, उसमें कौन सी आईसीज यूज हो रही है, क्या प्रोसेसिंग हो रही है, वो चीज है. रेडियो सेट्स में कहाँ से रेडियो सेट जो यूज होते हैं उसमें नेटवर्क कहाँ से आ रहा है अंदर. एक कार एक क्लोज सिस्टम है, एक मेटेलिक सिस्टम है, उसके अंदर नेटवर्क कैसा है, उसका एंटीना कहाँ लगा हुआ है. सो ये सब चीजें क्वेश्चनिंग आनी चाहिए एज ए इंजीनियर. जीपीएस, इंडिकेटर लाइट ब्लिंक कैसे कर रही है, उसका क्या रीजन है, कैसे ब्लिंक कर रही है. एक कॉमन तो सिस्टम नहीं होगा वो, कुछ उसमें कुछ खासियत होगी उसमें. लिडार, लाइट डिटेक्शन एंड रेंजिंग, ये सिस्टम्स जो आजकल आपके जो ऑटोमेटेड कार्स आ रहे हैं, वो लिडार सिस्टम किस तरह से विजुअलाइज कर रहा है अपने सराउंडिंग्स को. अल्ट्रासोनिक सेंसर्स, हाँ, समटाइम टू डिटेक्ट डिस्टेंस, रेंजिंग, लाइक इफ यू वांट टू पार्क योर कार, these ultrasonic sensors are now embedded in some cars for helping parking so that you don't आप किसी बैक रेयर से मतलब ठुक ना जाओ. Camera modules are there which records and how it builds, I mean it sends the data to your tablet or the system, the display system which is present inside your car. Similarly, if you see, software is also used. AI, now the cars are having softwares also, like if they have display, like if they are based on automated cars, then they learn by AI. If they are running automatic, then some intelligence is actually working inside the car, which are deciding its movement. Machine learning about every movement, every mistake which car makes, how it is learning, GUI, graphical interface, the software which is built for this. Like in this tablet, whatever sensors are reading, electronic systems are reading, they're sending it to software. The software is actually combining all those data, those data which comes in numeric format. It converts it to GUI, which you see. IoT, how each data is sent to clouds, and each system is interacting with other system. The car is interacting with the other system. How this is actually happening. Okay, so if you see, electronic system is interacting with the software. So definitely you cannot actually do a big innovation. You just focus on electronic system. You need some diversity, that you need to learn software as well. Optical, convex mirrors. Why we use convex mirrors in the rear view mirror? Why it's convex lens are used for the headlights. Reflectors, what is the need of reflectors in the lights. Polarizer, why we use polarizers shield glasses. LEDs, how LEDs work, why we use LEDs. What is the power consumption, how it's better. Coming to the mechanical system, what type of engines are used in different vehicles. What is the role of dynamo in there. How wheels are built, what type of wheels are we using for this car or for that vehicle. Different gear systems, it's silencer, how the silencer is reducing the sound, how it is how it is working acoustic. Come to seat belt, how seat belt is working, how can seat belt reduce the force. I mean, each and everything is a module over here. Okay, if you come to know now why it is there, what is its working, okay, you will come to know its application of area. Okay, where can you apply? Maybe this module you can use it somewhere else. I will discuss about this braking system. What different type of braking system? What type of system is used there, and how it's actually working. Okay, let's move ahead. Okay, now advantage of doing it. Why I'm saying to dissociate things in modules will enhance your knowledge, basic knowledge about different modules and their usage. This is to very clear. Without knowledge of various modules, it's hard to come up with unique or better solution. These modules become your resource in designing your idea. Yeah. Just keep focus on the resource in designing your idea. Whatever you see, whatever knowledge you have now, you can only build your idea based on that knowledge only. Okay, so more the knowledge, more unique will be your idea, more unique will be idea, and more creative will be your idea. Most of the innovations which are done today, okay, are using modules taken from different system and using it for some other application. Okay, what we are doing, we have this is the one module. Okay, this whole suitcase is a module. The other module, you can assume this chair, it has a foldable chair. Okay, what has been done is somebody who had the knowledge of this foldable chair and this bag, okay, solve this problem like this. What was the problem? The problem was like when you go for long traveling, okay, you carry your bag, okay, but you don't have place to sit. Uh, is this a very tough idea to think? It's simply a creativity, okay. The person who has knowledge of these both, he uses creativity and just build up this. He does not see this as a system, okay, not as a problem. He thinks as a system, okay. He has solved this with the resources which we carry. It's nothing like burden. You're not carrying a chair, you're just carrying a briefcase, and it's having a special system here. Let's take other examples. See this. If you even take this toilet seat, okay, it is having almost every toilet has this, okay, flush and toilet. uh, Even wash basins are required. See how wash basin is embedded over here, and also the water from this from the basin is going inside this flush. Just check this out, how it is saving the space for wash basin, and also how it is saving water. Coming to this is simple idea. Like every time we travel to malls, like to buy something, that time we sometimes think if we are going out of budget or not. So that time we have to take out a phone and just start calculating. Why not embed this system here, calculator system here, in this trolley? It's all part of innovation. Coming to here, like see, this is a module. Wait. If we check this can, this the can has a can opener, okay, or metallic can opener, which you might have seen, okay. Now see how creative a person has done. Like he used that particular module in a water bottle, below the water bottle, for the sake of, hello,
Excuse me, sir.
yes, please.
Sir, please on please camera on.
Okay, let me see. Okay.
Yes, sir,
You can
it's
see me
fine.
now. Okay, fine now.
Yes,
Okay, sure. You can see my screen now.
yes, sir.
Okay, sure. Okay, like I was discussing about this, just see the creativity. It was used for sealing the cans, okay. Now this has been used here. The purpose of using this is like we have seen, like while traveling, we are being served water in usable, I mean, it is these are one time usable bottles, okay. So what happens is, some rack pickers use this bottle again and again and give it to us. So it's better to develop a system after using this bottle. So before throwing, just open this seal, this simple can opener seal, okay. See how it's a innovation. It's saving some, I mean, it's saving somebody's life. Like it's like playing with somebody's life. If you drink, it's become toxic. If you reuse these bottles, it become toxic. See the creativity of somebody. To actually, like when you go for during the rainy days, when you go in the park to sit, you find your bench wet. See this rolling bench idea. Coming to this idea, let's see this finger lock. There are two different modules. Lock is a mechanical device. Fingerprint, you don't know about the fingerprint, like everybody knows it. Everybody use it in their phone. Everybody knows about the lock. But how we are not able to come up with a solution of, like, we sometimes the problem is like we lose the keys, okay. If you don't have to carry the keys, the problem is that the solution is here. If we, like, lock is a mechanical device, okay, it's a different module, if a different system. Coming to the electronic, this is the fingerprint sensor, it's a different system. Combining both the system together to see, it's solving the problem. Coming to the advanced version, like we have mopping boards now. If you see, if you have the idea of different type of technology, I mean different type of modules, okay. Let's talk about this is lidar. There we have some IR sensors, or we can say ultrasonic sensor. IR sensors is below, so that it does not fall. There's some motor, there's some vacuum cleaner, all embedded in one system. The person who has idea about these modules can only build this. Also this the capability of this is like it can communicate with your mobile phone. It can, so that means the person who has built this has idea about the softwares as well, okay. This actually tells it scans your house, and it can actually give the 3D view of your house. So just see, if you have knowledge about multiple domains, multiple modules, then you can definitely come up with some unique ideas. Okay, moving ahead. Okay, innovation means to improve. Hello guys, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Actually, something is popping up on my screen. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
You're able to
The
see my
screen is
screen?
visible.
Okay, okay, fine. ओके, इनोवेशन मीन्स टू इम्प्रूव और रिप्लेस. ओके, इनोवेशन मतलब ये होता है कि आपने कोई एग्जिस्टिंग चीज को इम्प्रूव कर दिया, आपने उसको इम्प्रूव कर दिया, कोई एग्जिस्टिंग प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व कर दिया, या फिर आपने टोटली डिफरेंट चीज ला दी उसके जगह पे, उस प्रॉब्लम की जगह पे टू सॉल्व दैट प्रॉब्लम. ओके, जस्ट लेट्स अस लर्न इन द सिंपल आइडिया. इन माय प्रोजेक्ट आई मेनली यूज दिस इम्प्रूव वर्जन. ओके, आई हैव इम्प्रूव्ड द एग्जिस्टिंग सिस्टम. Now how to start innovating? Okay, before going for innovation you need to have some problem statement. You cannot directly innovate, you should have some motivation, like कि मुझे ये achieve करना है, that is my goal. So it's not that tough. Observe around you or explore through internet, talk to people about their daily problems or requirements. Second, there exist immense number of problems in day-to-day life and also in most of the existing system devices. To find like existing, if there exists a lot of problems in day-to-day life, why we're not able to see? Because we see everything as an object. वो है तो वैसा है, उसको improve करने का नहीं सोचते. हम लोग को कोई भी चीज देख रहे हैं, if we face any problem, instant think it as a system. Try to dissociate कि उसको कैसे काम कैसे कर रहा है, why did the system fail at that point. उस मॉड्यूल को हमें improve करना है या फिर उसको replace करना है. So you got the problem, you have to come with a solution. Please note there is always space. Yeah, I have already discussed this. Like already, there's always space of improvement in almost existing all the existing system. Always develop an instinct or habit of finding problem. Don't get used to living with it. There are a lot of problems which occurs in our daily life, but we are used to living with it and we don't recognize that it's a problem to us. It's wasting a lot of time. Next time you see any problem, see it as an opportunity, as a solution for that problem can be $1 million idea. It's totally true. Even a small idea, if you have patented and if you go in the market, its value maybe in crores. Just a small idea. Even that can opener which I discussed with you, the idea it's utilized by multiple companies. Okay, and that company has offered millions of dollars to the person who has actually invented that small can opener. Now moving ahead, first step, like I mentioned, it's finding a problem. Okay, let's see one real life problem. I'm just taking an example. Okay, I think I have seen this.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, sure. Huh?
Sir, please allow the participants to join.
Okay. How can I allow? I'm not getting an option.
Sir, in the right side.
Okay, there's an option more.
Sir, there is an option in admit all.
Admit all. Yeah, I'm only having option like more apps, control,
Sir, it's okay,
annotate.
sir. Sir, continue, sir. It's okay.
SP sir, SP Singh sir, what shall I do?
Pawan,
Yes sir.
click on participants.
Okay, sure. Clicked sir.
Then you will get an option. Admit all.
Sir, I'm only
Are you
getting
getting?
invite. Sir, I'm getting invite and mute option.
Okay. So
Only
now
two
you are
options are
not
there.
getting.
I don't have any option for inviting, sir.
Please continue. No issue.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, let's take an example of cycle. Okay, this we have already faced, but we are used to living with it. We have seen this problem multiply. We have experienced this problem as well. Okay, like a chain wearing out of the cycle. We used to use a simple traditional method. Just chain को खींचा और उसमें लगा दिया and roll कर दिया. कई बार उंगली फंस जाती है और कई बार लगता भी नहीं. So can't we take this cycle as a whole system? Assume this, why this problem is occurring. If you assume this as a whole system, if you assume this as a module, this particular thing as a module, the chain system as a module, then you start working on this. कि काम कैसे कर रहा है? How can I improve this? Let's see what is the solution. और ये खोज अभी तो नेक्स्ट में दिखा रहा हूँ, अभी भी लोग इस पर काम कर रहे हैं. ये बहुत पुरानी प्रॉब्लम है, बस सोल्यूशन अब जाके थोड़ा बहुत इस पे वर्क करना शुरू किया लोगों ने. जस्ट सी दिस एग्जांपल, हाउ दे हैव सिंपली यूज्ड द गियर मैकेनिज्म. और मैं बता दूं, ये गियर मैकेनिज्म जो मैंने ऑब्जर्व किया था, ये मैं बहुत पहले ऑब्जर्व कर चुका हूं. बट द थिंग इज दैट चाहे मैं हूं चाहे कोई भी हो, बट वी आर नॉट एबल टू डेवलप दैट माइंडसेट कि हम क्रिएटिविटी और आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स जो थिंकिंग होती है ना, वो हम बना नहीं पाते. इट कम्स विद द एक्सपीरियंस. जितना ज़्यादा आप क्रिएटिविटी करोगे, उतना ज़्यादा आपको आप चीज़ों सोल्यूशन फाइंड करने में सक्षम रहोगे. If I show you this example, this particular car I'm showing you now, this is the motor system. Okay, sorry, this is that piston, what we call engine. Okay, engine is that the rotatory motion, that motion of the engine is transferred to the rear wheels using the shaft. There is a gearbox here. Similarly, they have what they have utilized a simple gear system, and they are transferring to the shaft to the back rear wheels. They have simply solved the problem. But this already existed. The car was already existed. This particular shaft already existed, but we were not even able to relate this with this one. It's totally out of the box thinking. Also, now you might think like, is this not a copy of idea? You might think like, if this shot already exists, then it's not a copy. No, it's not a copy. Sometimes it becomes very tough to, discover are we not copying anybody's idea? It's not a copy. It was built particularly for this gear mechanism is built for particularly for cars, for heavy vehicles. But if you're using it for some unique solution, okay, some unique applications for solving some different problem, then it's you can go for patent that idea. This is what I have mentioned here. Now the main thing is finding the solution. Like already told you, like it all depends on your imagination, how much well you can imagine, your creativity and out of the box thinking. जितने भी चीजें हैं, जो भी मॉड्यूल्स हैं, आप सब कहाँ यूज कर सकते हो, आपकी क्रिएटिविटी पर डिपेंड करता है. आप जो प्रॉब्लम पे काम कर रहे हो, आप उसमें कहाँ पे उसको यूटिलाइज कर सकते हो, कैसे कर सकते हो, कैसे वो इम्प्रूव कर सकता है उस चीज को, वो पूरी चीज आपकी क्रिएटिविटी. जितना आप एक्सपेरिमेंट करोगे चीजों को, उतना ही क्लियरली आप एक प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर सकते हो. और it comes from experimentation and this practical. How well you observe things and around you and its working mechanism. This is simply what I told you, that start taking everything as a system. कोई भी लाइफ में कोई भी चीज देख रहे हो, it's a system. Even your body is a system. एक सिस्टम पे काम करती है. जो सिस्टम किसी की आंखें खराब होती है, it's a system. How do you correct it? Use your specs. So कभी भी कोई ऑब्जेक्ट खराब नहीं होता, उसमें कोई मॉड्यूल होता है जो उसका वीक पॉइंट होता है. You have to correct that weak point. Your applied knowledge, that is your application, whatever you have learned through application, whatever you do, practical experiments, how well you are able to recall that, okay, in that given problem and relate it with that problem, that will decide that you will be able to innovate or not. Moving ahead. Okay, now I will discuss on the blackboard duster and how I will tell you how you can relate whatever I said. You can relate that with this. Like traditional dusters, like the one which is used, like you can see over here, it loses absorption capability after a certain time of use and needs to be beaten on walls, hard surface to regain its dusting capability. This is the problem statement. Hence, creating air pollution and dust across the floor and wall. Also, it wastes some time. Okay, so this was my तो ये था मेरा target problem. To solve that, like we can design totally different type of dusters, but that was getting expensive, like using vacuum cleaners. Some people were working on vacuum cleaner type of dusters, so my focus was not to work on that. So I just thought to how can we improve this current system itself and much cheaper. See, if you're building something, always focus that if you're going to sell that in Indian market जो demands होती है वो cheap materials. They want, I mean, चीज अच्छी भी मिले और वो cheap भी मिले. Nobody is going to spend like if you embed some vacuum cleaner or some like that type of system, बड़े institution कुछ उसको use कर सकते हैं, but जो छोटे institutions है वो use नहीं कर पाएंगे. They wanted some cheaper thing and also some portable. Okay, so my main focus was कि मेरे पास जो resources हैं उसी को use किया जाए. Like we had already had some this cotton plate and we had some space inside this plastic, that the back portion. Okay, there's some space there. We can embed it some system which can actually and if we have to resolve this issue. So this was my first model which I came up. Okay, first of all, see, let's take the steps which you need to follow. Analyze what you can achieve, what are different functionalities your system will be having. So my device was about to have like had to have like blade with both side cotton plate. Okay, like we have just one side, like if traditional duster we have just on the top layer. Okay, my duster I had a plan to keep it at the both sides. The both sides, the reason was it will double the lifespan also. Okay, you can use both the sides, and also we can the inner part we can place some system which can clean the inner side, then again we can flip it and we can use a top part. So it was in two modes. Like first model was this, but after building some sort of prototype, it was not a proper prototype, but it was designed in the second year. So just from cardboard, just to experiment. So I just found some issues in this, and the motivation. Let me tell you, the motivation of having this flippable this blade came from cooler blade. The cooler blade, which is used for, I mean, switching the air direction. Okay, so I took the this rotating motion which I'm getting here. I took the motivation from there. So I copied that module over here. Okay, so that is why I'm saying that just try to gain knowledge of as many modules you can. Modules means the system, whatever the system is made of. Just break the systems and try to learn about each module and its working, how it works. Okay. So the main part was just to work on this my flippable, because it was getting some issues. So the issue was that there was some issue in the system. Like this, you can see the gap here. Whenever using it for erasing, so the dust was getting collected here, and while flipping it, it was just popping out. So instead of using this, so I thought of, also it was increasing the width of the duster. So thought of using some different system. This is the first variant. In this, we had a manual operated brush system. The second system is having that motorized. So my first focus was on only one functionality. That was always focus on first functionality. There may be multiple functionality of your duster, I mean your device, but you need to focus on first one functionality. So this was the first functionality, that main duster part. Okay, the main blades. So that was the first functionality. So how I proceeded, that I will share here. Then I designed the second model. In that, I just kept one single blade. It was, the width was reduced, so that was solved. Okay, and I was able to achieve. I was able to rotate it on its axis. The second issue then came up. That was, if I even use styrofoam, on the sideways, okay, it can stop the, I mean, dust from coming out from here. But some issue was coming, like when I was flipping it, then it needs some extra space below. Okay, and I had to had some brushes also. Like it was just rubbing the brushes. Whenever I was flipping it, the brushes were trying to stop its movement every time when I used to flip. So then I left this part. Then I went to third model. The third model was like this one. Also, one issue was there, that there was no proper locking mechanism. Like when you erase now, it was just flipping left and right. I had kept one thought of one locking mechanism on the handle to block it, but still the movement was there of the duster left and right. It was just moving to up and down. So then I went to this one where I blocked it on its axis. I blocked that rotation movement. Like you can see, it is not rotating now. Okay. So for rotation, we need to pick this up. It is